Salvador. Get ready for today's freshest stories, hottest trends, and the best conversations.
Hello, I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. We're here to bring good vibes, big smiles, and a whole lot of fun.
And I'm Claudine Trillo. Sit back, relax, and let the good times roll. And welcome to
The Daily Dish!
We'll give you an hour of solid discussions with our guests and tackle interesting stories that matter to you.
Yes, okay, I'm gonna call myself out. Because yesterday, I was saying, okay, let's just leave my friend Bea Lontoc alone and her wedding, let her enjoy it. But this is positive naman. Because Claude said, Ferds, you said that we should leave them alone. But why are we gonna talk about it again today?
Because we want to talk about the reception and the food.
Yes, because you know what? Such a cool, intimate wedding. But now it's again, obviously, Bea and Vicenco, you know, they're famous. And the places that the place that they had their reception at, even their wedding cake, are trending. So it's something to talk about. So the reception was at Choco Asador, which is, I have to say, it's not an endorsement. It's really good there.
It's in Makati.
Yes, in Makati. And we are obsessed with the wedding cake.
I love the wedding cake. We're actually trying to get the wedding cake maker here because I want to try exactly what they had. It's so cute and it's so simple. It's just a small white cake that just says, just married.
Exactly.
Like, I love the simplicity of their wedding, honestly. They only had 12 of their closest friends. Courthouse wedding, like we've been talking about this ever since, right? Like the simpler now, the better. And I think we're leaning towards that more minimal.
Yeah, and
wedding.
I think that's why people are so really amazed at it because they're such rich folk. You know, they come from good money. I mean, they do.
They're the real
they come from
Bilyonaryo
real money, but they're not trying to get the elaborate 50, 100,000 peso cake. And then his watch, they actually zoomed into his watch. And you know how people wear millions of pesos in watches? He just had a little simple watch going on. I mean, a good brand, but it's not like they weren't trying to show off. You know, they're just,
and their cake was only 3,000 pesos.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
That's
how
right.
sweet.
But ladies, I'm sure people are also asking about what she wore, who did her
Oh, don't worry, that's
makeup.
gonna come out by next week. We'll still be talking about the wedding. Or tomorrow, or over the weekend.
Sorry, Bea. I said not to talk about it, but it's just too good to not to talk about.
All over social media nga, people are saying all the it girls, the younger girls, Angelica Panganiban, Ann Curtis, like Solen and all of them, they're all now married.
Yeah.
From like the 90s growing up.
Yeah,
Would you like a simple wedding as well, Claudie?
Would I want one? I don't want a wedding.
That's why yesterday she's like, yeah, I don't advise getting.
No, yeah. I mean,
actually, I want to turn it around on you,
Yes.
Ferds. What's your dream wedding?
I want, since I'm getting married to myself, I want it in grande. Because I only get married to myself once.
Okay, go. Give us a picture of your dream wedding.
Okay, because I'm so used to going to different destination weddings because of close friends. And I've got a lot of godchildren. Okay, a lot. And they always make me travel. So I'm gonna make this a super crazy destination wedding it's minimum of 3 flights.
Wow. Wow. So where are these destinations?
I have no idea yet. I'll let you know when I get engaged to myself.
it doesn't have to be a wedding. That could be a birthday party, right? It doesn't have to be a wedding.
It's every year. Ferdi says, treat yourself.
Yes. Anyhow, okay, well, aside from Bea's amazing news, well...
What else is the talk of the town?
This one is our digital head and veteran journalist, Marlon Ramos's almost tragic turnout of his evening last night. There was an arson attempt on his house with a suspected 21-year-old man, alias Juper, supposedly a former classmate and friend of Marlon's youngest son. So this happened early in the morning, and he allegedly attempted to burn the house down, starting from the kitchen.
That is so scary. You know, I'm just glad that Sir Marlon and his family are safe.
1,000%.
You know, who would have thought, like, a child that at that age to think you'd set a house on fire because of personal grievances?
Yeah, you know, they're learning too many things
right?
on social media now and games they play. But I'm sorry, that's not what I meant by talk of the town. I was going to zoom
straight of the town.
I was going to zoom straight to the World Cup. I'm sorry, I'm still in the World Cup high. But yeah, that was a bad intro there. I didn't think that was
it's
what
okay.
we were going to talk about.
You can come up with a better segue later.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yesterday. Yeah. But you know, talking about Marlon's experience, I know this is you welcome people into your home, and you really don't know intentions. So what would you do? Like, for example, you're a mother, and you know you entertain also at home. How do you feel about this this close person or a familiar person going to your house and doing you harm.
Jeez, I don't know, how old was he?
21. He is
So
21 years
that's
old.
not a kid anymore.
No, he's an
He's
adult.
an adult, yeah. So, I mean, it's harder if it was a young child and you wouldn't know how to penalize that kid.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because like clearly he knew the ins and out of Sir Marlon's house because he knew where the kitchen was. He had a gasoline can with him. That's what he used allegedly to set the house on fire. So it's just crazy to me that people think of these
But
things.
this is stemming from also what's happening in the Philippines. You know what? Stabbings in schools, gun violence.
It's going up with the younger generation.
Yeah, so and it's a scary thing. Where is this coming from?
You know what?
What's prompting it?
You actually see a lot of posts already about kids being groomed via Roblox. That's another one.
Yes, that's what we were talking about before. It's scary because my younger cousins, they're like 7, 6. They don't know who they're talking about or talking to on Roblox.
Yes, and then they start teaching them how to be violent, how to be, they teach them how to go naked on screen.
That's
It's
my
crazy.
greatest fear with my daughter. I mean, I always say, sweetie, be careful who you're talking to. You don't know if they're creepy.
Yeah.
Just like my outfit. But
Sorry.
But anyway, well, let's go talk about something more light.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's talk
I went
about
straight
Spain.
for
Come
it.
on,
I know.
sweetie.
Sorry about
Let's
that.
hear
Sorry
your
about that.
segue for this.
But yeah, I mean, talk of the town, this World Cup, right? And Spain, Argentina is what everyone was hoping for. Can I make kwento?
Super,
Go, go, go.
please.
So my daughter calls me early in the morning. She's like, Mom, you do not understand how big this is for Barcelona. And I'm like, why? Why Barcelona? She's like, Mom, the two biggest names that people are watching out for or have been looking, watching on TV is, of course, Messi and Yamal, right?
Yes.
And they're both from Barcelona. They both come
Yes.
from this team called La Masia. So the fact that Messi could win this and establish that he is the GOAT that came from this club is such a huge deal. But if he loses and the other team wins and it's Yamal, it's like them saying that this guy is the next generation.
And
Oh my
his story is amazing. My husband was up. He literally only slept an hour and a half because he was watching the World Cup.
3 a.m.
And then I kept waking up. I'm like, what's the update? What's the update? Because I had to try to sleep. But imagine the last 7 minutes. Because England was in the lead with 1-0. And then the last 7 minutes, Argentina scores 2 goals. Like, how amazing is that? But more amazingly, Yamal's story.
Oh my
He
gosh.
had a charity UNICEF thing because he came from a not so good town in Barcelona. So they did a charity thing with UNICEF, and Messi was holding him when he was a baby. And I think Messi already won his first or second World Cup during that time, and then now they meet again.
Yep.
But his story is super.
I
super
know,
sweet.
even he was quote unquote adopted by Barcelona at age 7, and then entered in professional soccer at age 15. One of the youngest, if not the youngest person to join a professional team.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you know what,
Yeah.
guys, this is a Cinderella story.
And
It
the
is.
chances of that, did they show the photo of him
Did we
holding
show the
the
baby photo? So that's why the photo
if
of
we
this
can
is the
show
baldy.
it, there you
There.
go. So again, that was a raffle that the parents of Yamal joined.
Yes, from
And
UNICEF.
the prize was that they can be in a pictorial with a football player.
Yeah, and
so they happen to be tagged together.
Isn't that insane?
So
Does
now
that
they're
make,
recreating the
does that make
photo.
Messi feel old?
Oh, he
Not-
is. He is pretty much old, a
But
lot
he's still
older than this
amazing.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the picture is like him baptizing the next goat.
But can you imagine, guys?
That's
Like,
the amazing
wild.
part.
do y'all believe in coincidences? Like everything happens,
Coinkydinks.
all the coinkydinks in the world. But it's amazing. See, Yamal, actually, his mother had him when he was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And when he was asked during an interview, how do you feel about the pressure against playing against Messi? And he said, pressure, I'm just playing. Because growing up, his mom had nothing.
Yeah.
They had to work odd jobs just to feed them. And
She
his
was
dad,
16.
Yeah, she was 16. And his dad had to pick up just trash
Yeah.
from the streets. So kawawa. And his name actually came from a family that donated to his family. So that's where his name came from.
But you really never know what the future holds for you. That's why I always stay positive, kind, generous, and charitable. Like, for example, myself and my dear friend Claudine here. When we were much younger, we didn't know what we were doing with ourselves. We were just partying. And then now, we are hosting a show together, right?
You never know.
She was also washing me as a baby.
Oh,
We don't have a photo of that while I was in a bin and she was
Putting
washing
powder.
me. Correct.
Wait,
Changing my
I'm gonna
diaper.
ask them, can you guys wash me as the baby so I can be as good as both of y'all when I
Wow!
And I'm with the 2 goats now on the show.
All right, Claudine.
All right, later on the Daily Dish, we will be speaking with the founders of the Noodle Lab, husband and wife Nico and Ali Gonzales.
And we also have a special feature on one of my favorite restaurants here in the Philippines, Idalia, with siblings Chef Kevin David and operations manager Lorenzo David.
Yes, so we are literally serving you all that and more in the Daily Dish. Stay with us.
What began as a pandemic lockdown hobby, fueled by a husband's love and a wife's insatiable cravings for carbs, has transformed into Metro Manila's premier artisanal pastificio. Say it again, pastificio, or pasta factory.
That's really funny. Joining us today are former corporate marketers turned culinary trailblazers. Let's welcome the visionary co-founders of the Noodle Lab, couple Ali Lim Gonzales and Nico Gonzales. Welcome to the show. It's a pasta morning.
Yes. There's no time for pasta. You know, there's no right time for pasta. Anytime you can have
That's
pasta.
why I was just today. Last night I made around 11 midnight. I was making pasta sauce for our team today, and of course I forgot that you guys are coming on. So you know what, the pasta gods have texted each other and said, you come on the show and Ferdi will make pasta.
It's a pasta day.
Yes.
It's a pasta day.
Yes,
Correct.
exactly.
So both of you do not have any culinary backgrounds whatsoever.
No. We're self-taught, so we went to the University of YouTube.
Prestigious academy.
No, I mean...
UI too.
Yeah. So it really started with... I really love pasta, and Nico, my husband, he really likes to make everything from scratch for me. And cooking is our hobby.
Okay.
And during the pandemic, of course, we had so much time. We were making a lot of fresh pasta. It was an accidental business.
Did you buy a pasta crank? And
Yes, it was
Yes.
really manual. So, you know, we were using the romantic style, like, you know, by hand. But now we have, like, machines and everything. But, so we learned it by ourselves, and our friends were like, could we order pasta from you guys? And we were like, it's not a business, it's just for ourselves. But they were really insisting because in the pandemic, we had so much time, right?
Yeah.
So we accidentally made it into a business. And when I realized that it was already making as much as my corporate job, I was like, okay, let's turn this into a business.
Can you imagine? You cook, Claude.
I do, but I mean, making things from scratch is a different story altogether. I mean, I love bread, but I don't make my own bread. It's difficult.
Yeah, I think
There's a lot.
Yeah, that's where the whole you saying that it's fueled by love.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It has to come from a place where I want to cook for this person. I want to make something special for this person.
Yeah.
So I think that's really where it started. Like, okay, I don't mind making fresh pasta if it's for the love of my life.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
Okay, but you know, there's several types of pastas. What is your favorite? Are you guys going with the spaghettini? You guys are going with the fettuccine type of variant, or you guys going to the tortellini and the more complicated shells?
So actually right now at Noodle Lab, we have about 100 plus shapes of pasta that we sell. But I would say my most favorite is bronze extruded semolina and water pasta, and the shape is called mafaldine.
Mafaldina.
So what it looks like is like flat, curly ribbons of pasta.
So mafaldine actually refers to the ruffles of somebody's collar.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we're actually showing it there
We were in
now.
the dressing room, and I was asking him, I go, you know what? I never knew there was a difference between noodles and pasta.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he was,
Yes.
he was
Yes.
geeking out, but can I hear your
We want to hear your
explanation?
explanations.
That's tricky, but
All noodles are pasta. Well, I would say all
pasta are
pasta are
noodles.
noodles, but not all noodles are
Are pasta.
pasta.
Yes.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
because if we really go into the science of it, like if we talk about ramen
I think
noodles,
we're showing it on the screen
Yes,
now.
that's
so yeah.
mafaldine, yeah.
Okay.
So we infuse that with a red wine. So it's
Chinese
red
garter.
wine mafaldine.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, when you talk about noodles, like when you look at ramen, that one they use a specific type, this thing called lye, to make it an alkaline noodle, so it stands up a little bit more against the soup. Whereas when you look at pasta, that's usually made with finer or a combination of fine and coarse
So either
flours, egg,
double zero.
water. Yeah.
Yes, because we were also saying that, you know, the difference also with pasta, which is the European version, and noodles of the Asian version, is that the noodles in the Asian version are pulled. And then pasta, the European version, extruded.
So either there's extruded and there's laminated.
The laminated,
So the
correct.
laminated is the one that you turn into a sheet.
Yes.
Usually that becomes your tagliatelle or your lasagna. So usually those use 00 flour and egg. So much more silky, still with a al dente bite, but it's silkier because you're using a finer flour. For bronze extruded, usually that's semolina. Some pasta makers will add egg, but usually it's with just water. Yeah.
Is there a Tagalog name for al dente? Is there a way to
May
say al
kagat.
dente in Tagalog?
May kagat.
May kagat.
May laban.
Chewy, chewy.
May laban. I would say like may laban.
I was wondering.
May kagat.
Wow, where did that go?
Because I try to explain it sometimes, and I go like, what's al dente?
May laban.
May laban.
That the correct is, it has a bite to it.
Yes.
Firmness.
Tooth
It's not
some bite.
something that when you put in your mouth, it just disintegrates and
Yeah.
turns
Right,
into
right.
mud.
Okay, let's talk about how Pinoys have turned pasta in our own, with our own version, because we like stuff very sweet. Like me, I
Yeah.
don't prefer it sweet, but sometimes I'm kind of hankering for Pinoy
Yeah,
pasta.
hot dogs in there.
Correct, but the sweet and tangy
Yeah.
flavor. But the noodles, the pasta that sometimes use are normally overcooked.
Yes.
In my
Yes.
point
Yeah.
of view,
Yeah.
is that changing already with Filipino
Yeah.
taste levels?
I think so. What we're seeing, again, it was a challenge to try to do authentic Italian pasta in the
That's
past
right.
because it would always be like, oh, it's too raw. You know,
Yeah.
there's too much of a bite.
Hindi siya luto.
Yeah.
Hindi siya
That's why-
luto.
Yeah.
Because they're used to, the sweet spaghettis that we all grew up with.
Right.
Correct.
But now I think it's a great time to be in the culinary industry. Like there's so much happening. There's so much international influences coming in, especially with Michelin and whatnot. So I think the consumers' preferences and taste buds are starting to follow suit as well. You know,
Yeah.
they're starting to get used to the international tastes.
You like your pasta sauces more European rather than
Yes,
Pinoy?
definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Even my son won't eat sweet pasta. He kind of likes the real tomato type.
Yes.
Yes.
But I get it. Like in birthday celebrations, kiddie parties, I attack the sweet pasta. I love it. Right?
It's like everyone's guilty
No, I
pleasure.
think it's the
I think.
nostalgia.
Exactly.
You know, when you have it,
Yes.
it's
It's a
like,
childhood.
this is very
Yes.
comforting. This is what I used to eat when I was young.
That's
you know?
right, that's
so
right.
there's always that nostalgia for most Filipinos, even if we don't like particularly, like I personally don't like sweet
Yeah.
spaghetti, but
Yeah.
every so often
It's fun
just
to eat.
great.
Okay.
Wait, let me ask. You guys loved pasta. What took it to the next step to actually open a business around it?
I think what happened was people started ordering from us, and since we were just the two of us making it, we could only accept like 1 kilo, 2 kilo orders in a day, and we were still doing our jobs via Zoom because it was the pandemic, right? But as I said, when we realized, wow, this income could match like one of our salaries, so I decided to quit my job and really scale Noodle Lab. At the same time, so Nico was working for a multinational company at that time that assigned him to Dubai. So we did a long distance marriage for a year. And he was like, well, if you want to be visiting me in Dubai, you can't shut down Noodle Lab every time you're going to visit me. So now you have to hire staff. And I had to move Noodle Lab out of the home. Because before, Noodle Lab was really just being made in our...
So Nico was like, Habibti.
yeah, Habibti, come to Dubai.
Come to Dubai. Welcome to Dubai, right? I buy you
Fantastic that you use the correct term, habibti.
Yes.
for-
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm
Correct,
Habibti.
yes.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
was that in Poblacion?
Yes,
Sorry,
in Poblacion. So, I found a commercial space in Poblacion. I hired staff, trained them. So at the same, we scaled the business from a home-based business to a commissary at the same time. I was able to visit him in Dubai every now and then. And then when the pandemic kind of ended, we noticed the shift. The orders for raw, fresh pasta declined because everyone was now going back to eating out. So then more restaurants started ordering from us, and then we pivoted into B2B. So now if you look at Noodle Lab, we are focused on B2B. We're supplying Manila's best and some Michelin restaurants, bars and hotels. And we have shifted our B2C focus into our restaurant, which we just opened last year,
Nice,
which is
nice.
Restaurant Delina.
We're trying out your pasta here. What is this? This is this is a
is-
different lasagna.
Yeah, it's called our 100-layer lasagna.
So good.
So what we do is, it's 100 layers of, so it's fresh pasta bolognese, bechamel, mozzarella, parmigiano, and we layer it until we reach 100. So if you look at the raw version, it's like a giant tall cake. We slice it and sear it.
You
and
know who
serve it.
likes that?
Ooh.
Monique. Where is she?
She's eating your pasta behind
Yeah,
her too.
you have to try that pasta later in the background.
I saw,
yes,
I
please.
saw.
Yeah, so the pomodoro here, we make that in-house. And what you have on top, the white
Caramel.
element on top, that one is actually
Our
house-made
homemade
ricotta.
Yeah.
It is
So,
ricotta.
even
You
in
guys
Noodle, we
learn how
sell
to make
ricotta.
ricotta?
Yeah, so
good.
now that we've pivoted into B2B, we've expanded into making
Guys.
ricotta, mascarpone.
I don't know what course you guys took in the University of YouTube, but that's doing ricotta and mascarpone is not easy.
No, but I think
No.
that's the amazing thing about the digital world nowadays. There are a lot of things that come with it, but the good thing is it's easy to learn.
You can learn.
Yeah, anything you want to learn, you can find the resource material online, be it on YouTube, be it on websites of other chefs that share.
Yeah.
And I think the climate now for chefs is the one of sharing. So we're really happy with being able to do collabs with other chefs that share their experience to us. So even if we didn't go to culinary, we're learning from them.
Nice.
So it's been one of our main things in the past few years to really do these collabs with a lot of really good chefs.
And I was gonna ask, are you gonna pay it forward and also teach
Yes.
some
We
students
actually
who wanna
do.
learn?
So
Yeah.
it's actually flashing now. So we do teach pasta classes in partnership with SMEG. So SMEG has an experience center in Park Terraces, and we teach people how to
They
make
better
fresh
be giving you
pasta.
ovens right now. You mentioned
Yes, they are.
those are oven too, okay? But anyway.
Yes.
If there is still one kind of pasta that you wanna invent in your head, is there one that is too hard to do, but is something that you're trying that's still gonna come up in your menu? Or has it all been
Like a
thought of
pasta
before?
shape or
Something.
a
There are a
dish.
lot actually, especially when you look at parallels in other cuisines like Chinese cuisine. When you look at how they do their dim sum, their dumplings, they can
Yes.
find ways to infuse soup
Yeah.
inside their dumplings without it being soggy
Yeah.
and a mess. Can't we do that with pasta as well? So
Yes,
those are the
absolutely.
thoughts
Yeah.
that kind of. But when you look at traditional Italian
Tortellini.
recipes, they're no, but they don't have the soup inside.
Yeah.
That's what you guys can
Yes.
invent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's the next frontier. I think Italian cuisine in general tries to be very true to itself, very authentic, which is sometimes challenging to innovate. So, but at least now we have, people like us in other countries outside of Italy that are willing to try crazy things. So maybe one day we can come up with like a soup-filled raviolo.
Yes, raviolo, yeah.
Yeah.
Question: what is the biggest misconception about pasta?
I think from the production side, I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that it's fast and it's easy to make. It's not.
AKA Pancit Canton.
Yeah, like some people will call us and be like, I want to order. Can I book a Grab now? I'm like, since we're artisanal, we make small batches. We don't make a lot and then store it and it's ready anytime. We make it to order.
Yeah.
So everything is really made from scratch with the best eggs, the best flour. So I think that's the biggest misconception is that madali lang yan. Like no, it's we do it by hand. It's a whole craft. We've trained our staff for months.
Yeah.
So for me,
Yeah, for me, similar vein, but on the cooking side, is that cooking pasta or pasta dishes are simple to make. Because yes, at the heart of Italian cuisine is a certain simplicity, but with simple ingredients, technique becomes more important.
Yes.
So
For example, aglio olio.
basis of a good restaurant is when you order aglio olio, just oil, garlic,
Yes.
chili. But if it's a pool of oil on the base of the plate and nothing is clinging, it's not creamy, then that wasn't executed
we
properly.
call it the mantecare. I think a
Yeah.
lot of the mantecare is the emulsion of the fat component, the water component,
starchy water.
the starchy water from the pasta to make it looks like cream, but there's no cream. So if you don't do it properly, that's when your pasta looks like it's in a pool of oil.
Yeah, so I think that was the biggest misconception.
All right,
Right.
Claude, we're gonna put them to the test.
Put you on the spot here, guys. We will show you photos.
Oh, there's
okay? And then can you describe the different kinds of pasta?
Yes,
Easy
it's Pasta
peasy. You guys
101.
got this.
All right, first
Okay.
photo.
Pappardella.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that our photo?
That's ours.
Okay, hey, they cheated. Next photo.
Next.
That's doppio ravioli,
Yes.
which is
Two
ravioli with two kinds of fillings, two
Okay.
pockets.
Doppio means
Yeah.
two in Italian. Okay, next.
Tortelloni, because it's a big version of tortellini, so tortelloni.
Why is it
I
green?
don't even have to answer. You
We
just-
make it
I
with
know.
spinach. We make it with spinach dough. So actually, to be more technical, since it's with spinach dough and a meat filling, it's balanzoni.
Balanzoni.
Yeah.
Is the taste balanzoni? Okay, we know what this is.
Squid
Claude,
ink.
you know what this is.
What's this?
That's a squid ink.
Squid ink.
mafaldi.
Squid ink.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mafaldina.
Yes.
Yeah.
that.
Yes. It was, you know what? The original was from a queen.
Oh.
Spinach spaghetti.
Yes. This is spinach spaghettini. Is it, we call it spaghetti or spaghettini?
This one, because it's a 2 millimeter width, it's spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yes.
And then when do you call it spaghettini?
when
It's
it's
smaller than 1
This-
millimeter.
So angel.
Yeah, angel hair.
Okay. All right. Next.
Yeah. Tagliatelle.
Tagliatelle. Okay, why? Because it's thicker.
Yes.
Okay. Next. Oh, that's
Ah,
it.
that's the
All
last
right.
one. Okay.
You passed your test because it's your photo.
May pop quiz pala di ako.
Yeah.
Girasoli.
All right. What's one ingredient that you would never mix with your pastas, Nico?
Oh, one ingredient. I think that's where we're a bit different. That we are willing
Our
to
answer is nothing. We
mix
will mix
everything.
everything.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We're willing to try everything. Not counting.
Give me an
anything
ingredient,
out.
babes, that's super weird that's Pinoy.
Okay,
That
durian.
you'd put?
Durian. I will say durian.
Laing.
Laing pasta.
Laing
so
pasta.
Actually, I
masarap.
can
Masarap
imagine
yun.
a laing
Yeah,
pasta.
we
That would
actually
be
have it
really
here.
good.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have a cafe upstairs.
Because if you can
Okay.
imagine laing, it can
It's
be
like
like
spinach.
it's like a very
It's like
Filipinized version of like a pesto
You should
pasta.
try it.
That's
We've
right,
got our
that's
cafe
right, that's
here in the,
right.
in the
Oh, there's
studio.
good
It's
laing
called,
here.
Off the record. And we've got laing pasta.
I love laing.
Yes. But what's one ingredient that you cannot live without making pasta?
I bet it's
I think I know what your answer is. It'll
me
be-
too. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Tomato.
No, I think she'd say parm.
Farm?
Probably, yeah. 24-month aged Parmigiano Reggiano. Because the umami just hits different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, maybe tomatoes, yeah.
Tomato?
Yeah. For me, pasta is like a tomato base. I don't know, that's just for me.
Yeah.
What about you?
You know what? Pasta kasi so diverse that I made pasta with a burro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, di
Yeah,
ba?
that becomes a really nice aglio olio
Now I
kind
can
of
taste
experience.
it. I'll make you burro sauce for your
Yes.
pasta. It's interesting. Anyway, Claudie, this is such an interesting carb conversation.
I know. Thank you so much,
Thank you
guys.
also.
And
We
for the
love
food that you
carbs.
brought. Thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you.
Much
No worries.
appreciated.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us.
Okay, coming up, we'll have siblings Chef Kevin and Lorenzo David of Idalia. So don't go away. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Adete.
Hello, Daily Dishers. We're here at the Balmori Suites where Idalia has their month-long pop-up, and we're sitting with Lorenzo David, who is their operations manager at Idalia.
And because we made good friends with him, we're now calling him Jolo. Oh, yes. Jolo, thank you so much for having us. But maybe what we should...
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
It's
of
a pleasure. It's a
This is your
pleasure.
first time doing a TV interview.
Correct?
Yes, it's my first time.
Perfect.
So
So don't worry, we're going to be just chit-chatting about you first, because, you know, running a restaurant is not easy at all, especially the operational level. Tell us how you got into this.
okay, so I think I would say running the operations of the business is really not my forte because I was trained to work in the kitchen. But I was given or presented this opportunity, and I guess I took it up as a challenge because eventually I do want to open up my own business. Not maybe in a restaurant to this caliber, but I think learning how to actually run something like this is beneficial to run any type of food business in the long run.
But this is very beneficial for Idalia because your experience is actually with banquet. And when it comes to banquet, you're talking about numbers, huge operations, right? What's one thing that you have learned with your experience with doing banquets rather, and that you're able to apply now?
Right, so as I mentioned, I did an internship abroad in a banqueting. It's a hotel company and they do have a banqueting. But I was there only for 3 to 4 months. Then I started working in an a la carte restaurant. and I did a few times in their fine dining restaurant. So I had like a taste of all the flavors in this industry, but that's where I learned that banqueting, the thing I brought here is really organization.
There we go.
If you do numbers like that, you have to be organized, you know. I think a lot of beginners who do this industry, they always take things day by day, which you can't. You have to look like 3, 4, 5 days ahead and always just be prepared for that storm, you know.
So you're part of the success of Idalia and why they're here right now.
I don't want to put it that way, but
You're a big part!
I was backed up by a good team to get to this level.
Yes.
So we are fans of Idalia, obviously, and we know your food well. From the business perspective, how are you able to put all these different flavors together, but still make it look so cohesive to your audience, to the people who patronize your restaurants?
That's a very good question.
Because if it wasn't done well, it could look kalat, diba? And all over the place. But somehow you guys were able to make it into a very cohesive, contemporary themed restaurant.
Actually, with your question, I don't know if that's actually the impression we give off to all the customers. So I would describe Idalia talaga. It's a restaurant na hit or miss siya. Kasi chef does things unorthodox kasi.
So it's either you like it or you
Exactly. That's how I would always describe it. Because for some people talaga, you know, they're in love with a dish because it's new. They wouldn't find things or dishes like this in any other restaurants here. Kasi he does things differently talaga. That's why for Idalia or for Chef Kevin's style, I just feel like mostly it's really just unusual. It's people would go to Idalia because they're tired of finding the same thing in every other restaurant.
How is it working with your brother?
We want a chica.
Yeah. No, because this is typical in a
Right.
lot of Filipino family structure. Family business, everyone running together. It's good that you guys have your own lane. He does the creative part. He does ask for your opinion. Once in a while, you balance out everything for him. How has it been, honestly?
It has its pros and cons, like anything.
Of course, yeah.
Personally, I don't like working with family.
Okay.
And I knew that from the start because I was working with my mom before. It's just different. I think working with family, there's that sense of comfort where you have like a wiggle room to make mistakes and no one's really gonna say much about it or you're not like gonna lose your job. But also, I don't like the fact that every time we would visit our family home on Sundays, we only talk about work.
Oh.
Because
But it happens. It really happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really happens.
Okay, what can we expect? Like, give us the promise that Idalia is giving to the audience and to people who will be coming here to eat. The promise.
The promise. Okay, the promise. So, in short, Idalia is a fine casual restaurant, as chef would say, but it's not as intimidating when you sit down. The food is very, you know, we like to plate our dishes, but not to the point where we're gonna be that fine-tuned, but also we still show our love through that flavor. So I think to whoever dines in Idalia, it's definitely something you're gonna remember. Maybe not crave so that often, but it's something na you'll look back kasi you probably only had it with us.
We are with the amazing man behind these amazing Idalia creations, no other than Chef Kevin David. Good day to you and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
And we're congratulating him because Idalia is having their pop-up at this very prime space, like super prime space here at Rockwell, and this is going to be something different. So I guess we're going to start off with this one, Chef. Are we getting new dishes, new flavors from Idalia because of this pop-up?
So, thanks for having me again. So for flavor-wise, it's probably gonna be the same. We're just aiming to make good food. But dishes are all 90% new, 90% exclusive for Rockwell. I feel like we just want that call to action where you can only catch it at this moment, 23 days, and we're probably not gonna give it back unless people ask for it. So we're excited to be here, excited to cook for people.
By demand.
Yeah, and I love the food already at Idalia, so I'm so excited to see what creative dishes you came up with here today. But as a chef, what does it mean to you to be here in Balmori Sweets? Because you were talking about it earlier. It's finally like something that you've always kind of dreamed about and talked about with your Idalia team. So what does it mean to you?
So if you guys didn't know, Idalia started as a pop-up. And when I got opportunity to be here and like support the other chefs, known or not known, I know the feeling of being on the other side, making a name for yourself. So it's like a small kid's dream. Like maybe one day I could do it too. And I knew it was a big deal. I tried getting it in a previous consultancy and they made us wait for 28 months. It was a big deal to get in. So when it was really official, I feel like we have to do our best. I was looking forward to this 5 months ago, and now we're here. It's almost not even, I feel like it's still a dream, and I could feel a lot of pressure, good pressure. I perform better when there's pressure, so.
Congrats, Chef. I got goosebumps listening to your story.
Let's talk about what we have in front.
Okay, so this eggplant parm was actually one of our vegetarian entrees on rotation. We took it out because we don't have a fryer in the restaurant, but we did it probably for a month and it made sense to bring it back here. We were blessed to have a deep vat fryer. So this is a very good take on eggplant parmesan. So this is local eggplant. We charred it as you would like tortang talong. Then we put it in a mold to give it this nice round mold. Right.
I was gonna say it's giving an Italian tortang talong.
I mean, we love when people have their own understanding how we do dishes here. The fermented tomatoes, which you always see in our pomodoros, mozzarella that we smoked, a little bit of Parmigiano, because eggplant parm, basil. Simple as that. Again, with technique comes a lot of simple food. We have to make sure every component speaks for itself. Over here, we have some mussels that we cook with a little bit of enduja. So enduja is a fermented sausage from Calabria. But instead of using Calabrian chilies, we use local labuyo that we ferment in the restaurant. This has been fermenting, I want to believe, for 4 months now. So it's going to give that very depth of flavor. This is made with korobota pork belly that we get from Lipa as well. So again, zero waste. We're thinking far ahead. There's cultured butter and parsley and lemon. And over here, this is probably the one that's going to be the most sold pasta. This is rigatoni with black garlic, anchovies, and Parmesan. So black garlic, for anyone who doesn't know, this is just like caramelized garlic over the span of 6 weeks, and it slowly cooks itself, becomes very soft and umami. And yeah, we just toss it with rigatoni. That's the vegetarian pasta.
So all of these that we're seeing here are not are not served in Idalia's main headquarters.
No.
You'll have to be here at the pop-up to be able to experience it. You know, most of the collaborations done here at Balmori are definitely chef-driven, right?
Yes.
All the food that's served, chef-driven, all the creativity of the chefs coming out. What would be your signature here in Idalia's pop-up at Balmori?
Dish-wise, I definitely want to make sure the whole fried chicken with caviar and the black garlic rigatoni makes some noise in terms of like, I've had one of the best chickens I've had.
Okay,
How did you come up with that, Chef? What was your creative process like?
With the fried chicken?
Yes, and with all of these dishes actually, like how did you decide which ones to show here in Balmori? Let's talk about the fried chicken first, because fried chicken with caviar.
Yeah, fried chicken with caviar. That's definitely a David Chang special from Momofuku in New York.
Oh, I love David Chang from Momofuku.
Yeah, and he's the first one who did it. Whole fried chicken. He treats like Peking duck, but I'm doing a more traditional approach. And the caviar was like a Rockwell exclusive, like you just said. I mean, people spend money on caviar, so we'll give it a try. There's only 10. Yeah.
I'm jumping over to this one. Mo, you have to try it.
Okay, hold on.
Because when you said black garlic, it may be the first time I'm tasting it, but I know what it tastes like right now. I knew it was that. There's a very distinct flavor that comes with it.
Oh my.
It feels a little smoky,
Right.
salty, but also
Lots of umami.
Well, that
There we
umami
go.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all from the black garlic.
Just all from the black garlic.
I did not think black garlic and pasta would be, oh my gosh.
These garlic actually came from Sir
Wow.
Ferdi's, I guess, friend from a farm. He brought like 1 sack of local garlic, and I said, pop in a dehydrator for 8 weeks, and we'll definitely use it one day.
This is amazing,
The
Chef.
beauty of farm to table, somewhat farm to table.
But you know
Yeah.
what I noticed, Chef? Not just here in the pop-up, but over in your restaurant in Idalia, you love fermenting. Almost every dish has something fermented. How come?
I feel like I fell in love with fermentation when I learned about it when I was in Los Angeles, and there's just something beautiful about time and rewarding you with something delicious. I feel like it teaches me to be patient as a person. And you leave something there for 6 months, it comes back to you in tenfolds. That's how I just look at things.
Plus, it's healthy, probiotics,
Oh,
and all of that.
100%.
What does it do though to a dish? How does fermentation elevate a dish? How do you balance that?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of fermentation you do. Like for miso, it just gives you like this depth of flavor, nutty flavor, lots of umami. But if you ask who made the miso, there's like 3 things. It's probably koji rice, barley or soybean, and salt. Probably a little bit of water.
In choosing your...
Time is an ingredient too when you make these
Of
things.
course,
Yeah, time.
yes, I agree.
Apart from these 3 dishes that we have here, what other dishes are you serving? And the chicken?
Right. So the 10% that we brought over is the focaccia, which everyone loves. We're serving it with anchovy butter and a little bit of hummus. And
We had that. That was so good.
and the amatriciana with the house-made guanciale.
What about for dessert?
We're doing a Rockwell exclusive. We're doing the Biscoff gelato. Yeah, served by the scoop for the children and for whoever has a sweet tooth.
Delish. And real quick, I know people are going to be asking about drinks because you all make killer drinks as well.
Right.
What can we expect for drinks here?
Same thought process that we did with the food. A lot of dedication, a lot of balancing, and making sure that it all goes well with all the dishes. A good wine selection, a good champagne selection, mocktails, juices, house-made fermented iced tea, all these things. We're still bringing our DNA over here, so, we want to make sure people knows what's good.
Chef, we're blown away.
Thank you so much.
This black garlic, you guys have to try. I mean, this is all delicious. The pork, the spiciness, the tortang talong that's Italian. It's so different. It's so good. But honestly,
speechless.
I know I had to take over, but I had to grab this by the bowl. It's insane what Chef does. He's the unorthodox chef, like your brother was talking about. But Chef Kevin, thank you for your time. We gotta eat now because we cannot wait to try the chicken and the caviar and all the other dishes you talked about.
I can't wait.
Thank you for having us. And that's it for the daily dish. Our lipstick's gone. Our tummies are so happy. We're gonna go eat some more because the food here is incredible. But Chal,
Yes, don't forget to pop up in this pop-up. And don't forget to keep Daily Dish popping up in your screens too.
we'll see you guys.
And we are back on the Daily Dish. I was watching the clip that we had on Idalia, and I was looking at Chow, and I saw her pasta fall.
That was so funny. That's what you call professional. It fell and she didn't even move or flinch. She just kept going.
And you know, Claude, that everything we do here is authentic.
Oh my gosh, but I miss the food.
There's
Claude,
been
you
a
have
lot
to
of
go.
eating, guys.
There's been a lot of
Yeah.
There's been a lot of eating.
The break and during the VTR.
Yeah.
You should go to Idalia though. Did you see a
I
dish
would
there that
love
you're eyeing?
to. The fish, actually, that you guys posted about,
Yes.
looked really good.
The halibut is amazing.
Yeah.
What about Noodle Lab? I mean, the food that... well, okay.
I almost I'm almost... Should we show? Yeah. Okay. This is what I was
know.
doing while I was watching myself eat in
Eating.
Idalia.
You were
I was eating
while
while I
watching
was
yourself
eating.
eat. Wow.
That's a new low.
That's a major...
low.
That's a new low.
Guys, I wouldn't call it a low. This is the best day of my life.
It's a new carb.
This is a new thing, and the Matrix. If you guys want to say you made it, I made it. I'm watching myself eat as I eat the best food in the Philippines.
She has arrived.
That is a high for me, okay, guys?
But thank you so much to our guests, and it really is a carb day today. And don't be afraid of carbs because you can burn them.
We gotta
All
work
right,
out.
Maui?
Yes, and we're gonna burn them tomorrow because we're gonna be laughing a lot. Because
Yes.
on the Daily Dish tomorrow, we'll speak with the newest addition to BNC family, stage actor, comedian, and master impersonator, John Santos.
So excited for that.
That's it for us today, guys. Thursday. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With zero filter and a lot of eating. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
Yes, and I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top of the news and stories that matter most. Midday Report with Mike Rodriguez is up next. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
And I'm Claudine Trillo. Thank you for making us your lunchtime companion. That is the Daily Dish.
Sir!